Y'all! So, we are continuing on with Wistoria 1 and Sword, Chapter 40. We are really, really, really close to being caught up on this. So, let's kind of jump in and let's take a look at this, right? So, when we left off, we know that Elfie and I can't remember dude's name, Ezo or whatever it is. Anyway, they were sounding off, and they were basically calling forth those guardian-type beasts that we saw way back when Sion attacked Will. So, basically, we've got, like, Asterius versus Articuno. It's what it is. I mean, if you don't know, the Minotaur, basically, from Danmachi, kind of turned up to 11, actually, here. He's kind of crazy. Versus Articuno, the ice Pokemon bird thing. So, yes, I combine all those references. Fight me in the comments. It's what it is. So, this is completely nuts. And they're getting ready to clash. And I love this shot here of, like, them basically face to face. And actually, we get another shot of Leafia and Philvis here, which is great. Two characters borrowed from Danmachi. So, it's fantastic. And you really get to see, like, and I love this, as grandiose and as insane as this whole thing is, you start to really understand this isn't just affecting the Magiavander. This isn't just affecting the tower. You actually have two characters here we've seen from way back when with Edward and Werkner, and both of these guys who are now, like, so far removed from the story, it's ridiculous. And you see the whole town basically rumbling as everything is just popping off. And it's crazy that there is this level of power in this clash. And it looks like they basically nullified each other. It looks like they basically clashed and then just, I mean, like a bomb went off. And everyone's like, I thought we were, like, goners. I thought we were straight up unalive. You got Will down there who's just, like, starting to realize Elfie's lost it. Like, not literally, but she is out of her mind. And notice both of them have been blown back, and they're both bleeding. And yeah, they're pretty much done. Even dude here says, that spell took everything I had. I'm out of steam, and they both kind of are. They're like, but we've got to finish this. And they both charge in basically to finish each other off. Like, we're out of magic. We're just going to do it physically. We're just going to knock the crap out of each other, right? Like, it is what it is. And I love that about Elfie. Like, as much as they kind of played her up to be this, like, very frail and, like, basically needy character, they always call her the sloth in the Magia, and she just kind of come out of her shell here. It's crazy. And these two pop in, and they're just like, yeah, you guys are done. Like, we don't need this anymore. You don't need to be fighting. Anyway, old boy down up here, he's actually returned, and he's like, no, we don't need to be doing this. What is your problem? We'll find another way to solve it. And they're like, how the hell do you figure we are going to solve this? There's no other method that we could possibly use to come to an understanding, to actually, come up with a method to determine who gets to keep Will. How do you propose that we actually make this happen? What is your grandiose plan? What could possibly rock, paper, scissors? Yes, I just threw something on the floor. This dude's straight up like rock, paper, scissors. He's like, Rochambeau up in here. You're not wrong, right? Like, okay. And I love the two of them are just like, yeah, let's go. Like, listen, you can't do this to me. You can't tug on my heartstrings like this and have the two of them beat the snot out of each other leave each other in a bloody heap, and then be like, yeah, Rochambeau for it. I mean, if we're going South Park rules, clearly Elfie's at a distinct advantage here, but I don't think that's what he means. So, I love it. They're just like, I love the fact that Julius is like, are we serious?
Listen, you want to
Are we really serious? Is that what's happening here? Yeah, it's just legit how it's going down. It's I don't know how I feel about it, but it is what it is. And y'all, Elfie lost. Everything these two have struvitated, everything that they've been about, and they've come this far, and it's literally just a throw of the hands. He could have done anything. And yeah. Notice it says rounds 1 to 29 tie. Final round, round 300. Not round 301. Round 300, bam. Zio wins. Rock versus scissors. I love how he just starts gloating. He's like, yeah, retire undefeated champion of rock, paper, scissors. What it is. Gauntlet thrown, gauntlet picked up. I walk away with the prize. What's up? And he literally grabs Will around the neck and is like, we out. Later. I'm like, Dude, what the hell? What the hell? And poor Elfie, like, actually, she's legitimately distraught. Like, I'm over here making fun of this. But she is mentally broken at this point. And I can't blame her. They have been doing this for so long and working towards this for so long. This just, it's got to be gut-wrenching. And Will's just like, don't worry. He's like, we'll see each other again. Like, this is not the end. And he's absolutely right. I mean, like, the Magia kind of see each other all the time. And I love this, like, very grown-up shot of him. I think that's supposed to be him. It kind of looks weird, but I mean, you go from like this very childish shot to like this. Basically manually holding back tears. And yeah, that's just kind of what it is. And so he's forced to join the Thunder faction. And I mean, honestly, it makes sense because you do know, like, basically, if he's going to send the Magia, he can't be the Ice faction because then he's got to usurp her. So now he's got to usurp this guy who already is kind of a physical user and so on and so forth. And, yeah, dude just immediately just, like, very naturally is like, yeah, you know, Will, you're my type of dude. He's like, from this day forth, you belong to the Thunder faction. He gives him the full garb and everything. Remember, these, like, clothes are able to change color and change shape based on all their stuff. And, yeah. And he's like, gird your loins, boy, because you're in for a rude awakening. And even Liana's standing there like, this is going to go poorly. This is going to go bad. But, you know, like, you'd think that'd be the end of the chapter. But no, we're jumping right back into it. And they're basically back in school. Which is essentially what they kind of, I mean, basically it's like their version of, like, college or university or whatever. So, yeah, poor Liana's just completely distraught. And Will's like, what's going on? She's like, oh, you'll learn soon enough. You gonna figure it out. Like, remember, he and Julius basically had 2 weeks off to just train. And that was that. And so old girl right here shows back up. And she's like, congrats, guys. Welcome back. This is your first day of class for all intents and purposes. And now you have your factions. Everything's going to be great. But this year things are going to be a little bit different. Instead of giving guidance, I will be assigning a highly confidential order, which is interesting. Each of you will be tasked with an investigation. An investigation, what do you mean? What could possibly be going on here? And even Julius is like Juliusing it up. He's just doing what he naturally does. We have found evidence that could only belong to a mage of the tower. There's a traitor among us. So they're saying that all that stuff, everything that had happened up till now, everything that they had seen for the last little bit, somebody in one of these cells is a traitor. And who could it possibly be? You know, is it one of the ones that are just coming up? Is it one of the Magia? Is it this sus looking mother right here? I mean, he's kind of sus too. Old girl down here's got some problems. There's a traitor in the tower, and they've got to figure it out. I mean, it makes sense, but this is legit where we leave off. This is the end of the chapter. Chapter 40 comes to a close, and essentially we're now going into the next arc. This would be like season 4-ish, I want to say, of the anime. So, awesome. Everything up to now has just kind of been stepping stones, and now we're moving into the next big arc. So, make sure you guys stay tuned. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you guys do so. We'll be back on Wednesday with Chapter 41. We're coming really close to catching up. And I'll see you guys again here real soon for more Wistoria Wand and Sword.